Testing. Audio test. Audio sound test. Would you like to test?
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
For a first upload, that's probably not the best thing to say.
Why not?
This is not our first episode for the podcast, but this is a test to see how good our mic quality is. The first episode will air at some point in the next 3 to 4 days, most likely.
Yeah.
We are waiting on another microphone because there was some technical issues. Or I guess we're waiting for an aux... Or what's it called? The fucking...
A YMM.
Yeah, a YMM splitter.
And then eventually, once we actually get guests... I guess I'll repeat myself. Eventually, when we actually get guests, or more than just me and him, we're going to get a four-way audio splitter so that we can be cool with guests and whatnot, yeah.
So for this first unofficial episode, we have to share this mic and give it back and forth to each other, so this is very professional.
Very professional. I mean, the microphone looks professional.
It does. This microphone does look very... I do feel strong and powerful holding it.
I'm sitting in front of it when it's just sitting on the desk.
It's true, but there's not a good spot to put it yet. We need like a table or something, because I don't...
A desk.
She's going to hold the other microphone even though it's not plugged in.
Yeah, because I also want to feel powerful.
Well, I know. You feel very strong when you're holding them. Would you like to hold the microphone with voice?
Hello, world. I feel very strong and very powerful.
What a strong, independent woman you are.
I'm very strong and independent. That's why I have you cook my meals for me.
Okay, Mango. So, I guess since this isn't the first episode, I'm not going to be official at all. I'm not going to be proper. But I will say the podcast, since we don't have a single video out yet, although we have an episode 0 recorded, scheduled for 2 years in the future if we're still doing this. This podcast does not necessarily have a theme. It's just going to be us talking about random stuff, so if you want to start your morning off right, then you can tune in, I'm assuming once or twice a week. How often do you think we're going to do this?
I was actually thinking twice a week, do a couple pre-recorded ones every once in a while, and do, like, Wednesday a pre-recorded one, and then maybe, like, Friday a fresh one, so, you know what I mean?
A fresh one?
Like, one that we recorded, like, the day before, So, and if we, like, don't feel like doing one for Friday, and we have all this, like, clips that we don't have uploaded, we can just do both pre-recorded and just upload both.
Wednesdays and Fridays sound good. Yeah, so we have to keep giving the microphone back and forth, so if there's just white noise, that's why. Yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays sound pretty good, so tune in Wednesdays and Fridays for this, I guess. Although maybe not this Wednesday, considering we will only have the aux cord by then, so... Unless it randomly shows up earlier, in which case, expect an episode Wednesday.
Future viewers.
Yeah, future viewers for anyone, mostly no one who's listening at this moment in time. Yeah. But yeah, we don't have a particular theme. We're going to talk a lot about anime and movies and shows. And whatever the fuck we want. The main reason we are doing this is, I guess, out of boredom. And because we both kind of wanted to do this. Yeah. This is Mango, by the way. I am Pear, and the lady on the mic over there is Mango.
Yeah.
And we're both, I guess, excited about this.
I mean, I'm a little dampened right now. My spirits have been dampened slightly because of the whole microphone audio fiasco and having to wait 2 more days.
I did really want to actually make the episode today. It really sucks that we can't. I was really looking forward to it when I got home. Yeah. Today's been really long at work, so I was really excited to just sit in front of a microphone for like an hour and a half to 2 hours just talking about absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck, what else? This is not going to be 30 minutes for this little audio test, by the way. This is just to see how loud or quiet we are. So if we get really quiet, we sound really far away. Okay, let us know that. But if we start getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder than louder... Sorry, headphone listeners. I guess we'll tell you what happened in episode 0 as a little hint to stuff. We talked about YouTubers and stuff we liked, and that we hope that we can meet in the future if we ever become famous. And we talked about we were trying to name the channel for a while. So if you secretly really want to know what our original title for our channel was, then stick around for the next 2 years and you'll find out. Subscribe for at least 2 years and you'll find out on November 26th of 2022, if we're all still alive because of COVID.
I mean, can you imagine, like, if we stopped doing it for whatever reason and, like, people really wanted us to come back but we just didn't, and then they get that upload and they're like, oh man, I wish they would come back, you know, or some shit like that.
No.
Okay.
I'm not expecting a lot of people to listen to this, to be honest. I just think this is going to be fun.
And since we have the microphones, you could also use this for other projects. You know, like if you wanted to do another channel that isn't podcast, just reviews and actual professional videos and not podcast.
You mean if I wanted to do voice acting?
Well, yeah.
Because I could sit here and sound really terrible and not really refined at all.
I mean, just whatever you want to do. You can use it for anything.
You can use it for anything. Oh my god. Title of your sex tape.
Wow. Original joke.
I know, not stolen from anything anywhere before. Oh, you're taking my microphone.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I can audition to be a hentai voice actress, finally, since I have a mic.
Oh, yeah? What's your name?
Peachy. Peachy Keen.
Reverse Mango.
Reverse Mango. Hey, that's my tagline. I do exclusively anal, and my asshole is always protruding out. What is that? Prolapsed? It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna take the microphone now. I don't feel comfortable with you holding this anymore.
Why not?
So anyway, changing subjects. If you want to know why we're also called the Produce Podcast, then you'll have to wait until 2 years from now, because I am determined to never explain why we're called this until episode 0 is released.
Until you forget about that pact, and then you just like, so this is why we're called that.
No, I'm actually really determined not to say why we're called this. I'm going to give, like, kind of weirdly ambiguous things like, oh, it's because breakfast, and breakfast is in the morning. And like fruit or something, but I'm not going to explain why we're each called a fruit and we're not giving our names, as well as why we're called I guess produce is pretty self-explanatory if each one of us are fruits. I'm not going to say who the other people are. I guess they're going to remain a mystery, but we have guests, but they're all friends of ours, so I wouldn't really call them guests. Yeah. I guess what's the term, like other castmates or something?
Either castmates or crewmates. I don't know. I always forget the difference.
By the way, if the audio sounds really bad right now, we have the window open right next to us, as well as I keep moving.
And a fan.
And there's 2 fans pointed towards us.
It's really fucking hot.
Yeah, it's pretty warm right now.
Don't say where we're at, but our weather's pretty bad.
I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just confusing.
Well, not bad, but it decides what it wants to do whenever it wants to.
Well, are you telling the weather it can't do what it wants to do? That's very offensive.
No. It's like...
Okay, so we just cut out the last, 4 minutes because an unwanted guest appeared.
Unwanted.
I guess not unwanted. Unrealized. The purpose for the person's visit was undefined at the time, and we just couldn't figure out what we wanted.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna go with. That's the reason. But anyway, this was the audio test. Very unprofessional for the Produce Podcast. This is not an episode. This is nothing. So forget this even happened, I guess. Wednesdays and Fridays, if given the chance. And thank you all for listening. Goodbye.